Set.
I want to talk to you about something today. You see, we've got a fire going here. It's getting closer to winter. It's getting cold outside, and everybody starts firing up the furnaces and the fires and the heaters and whatever you have there at your house. But one thing it does is it dries out the air. Unless you have a real good humidifying system in your house or something like that, it gets really dry. And this is the time of year that our violins and our guitars start cracking because they get dry. And you've heard of dry cracks. One of the most common repairs I do this time of year is cracks on tops of violins. And it's rather expensive, you know, to pull the top off and do the repair. And sometimes it kind of alters the sound of your violin a little bit. It takes a little while for it to kind of seep back in the way it was. But there's a simple cure to these problems. Okay, and here's kind of my gauge. Is if your nose is dry, like it is in here with the fire going, my violin's dry. I'm going to show you two easy solutions you can do. The easiest solution, now if you keep your violin mostly in your case, if you just take a sponge, just a regular sponge like this, soak it, and then kind of squeeze it out just so it's nice and damp, and put it in a Ziploc bag like this, and have it just about half zipped up. It'll keep your violin nice and moist in the case. Now this works the same for a guitar. Now on the other hand though, if you have your violin out, say hanging on a wall or a hanger or something like that, it's a little different solution to that. So then we just go with the standard damp-it, and you've probably all seen these. The little green rubber tubes, they've got a black stop on them. And inside is a little string sponge, and you put it under a faucet. You fill it with water, but you don't want to put it in that way. You want to take it, you want to shake it out like this and get the excess water out of it, because you don't want to put a bunch of water in your violin, or the glue, because of the water contact with it, will moisten. My little friend Annie come to help me. So I want to show you how you put these in. Okay, this is a damp-it that fits in the fiddle, and it fits right in the F-hole. Now here's something that's really important that you need to know. Put it in on the G string side. And the reason why, if you put it on the E string side, it has a tendency to wrap around the sound post, and when you go to pull it out, then well, you got problems there. You're headed to the violin shop for that too. So anyway, this is an easy solution. Just feeds into your violin every couple of days. You want to pull it out, but just remember, if your nose is dry, your violin's dry. And another thing, don't trust your hygrometers in your violin cases. You could go into a violin shop and test my theory. The next time you go into a violin shop, you see all these beautiful cases and stuff, you go look at the hygrometers in them. Every one of them is going to have a different reading. That's just the way they are. They're kind of more for show than they are anything else. But anyway, take care of your violin. It'll save you a lot of money in the long run. And if you want some more tips and some more hints, go to learntofiddle.com.